Alright, so today I'm not feeling too well, but I'll still do this for you guys. And I hope you will like this video, give it a thumbs up, and do subscribe if you're new. I just joined a London system tournament arena on Lichess so that I can show you how to apply some of the beautiful tricks that I show you on this channel in practical games. So I hope this will go as expected. I don't want to be a bad teacher, so let's go. Alright, so this is the accelerated London system that begins with d4, d5, and bishop f4. Alright, so first game against a 2482 rated opponent, and they played c5. Maybe I should play pawn to e3 or knight f3. I think, let me just play, pawn to e3. Yeah, pawn to e3, so that if pawn takes on d4, I can take back with my e-pawn. So knight c6 by black. I think it's high time to play knight f3. Knight f3, if pawn takes, pawn takes. Okay, knight to f6, knight to f6. What do we do here? So, against the move is knight bd2, yep. Knight bd2, and next I'll play something like pawn to c3. Oh, but that allows queen b6. Do I sacrifice my pawn on b2? I think in most of these London positions, taking on b2 is not advisable for black. My b2 pawn is a poisoned pawn in some lines, but what if I just take on c5, like d takes c5, and then let's say if black takes on b2. Now maybe I can try to trap black's queen. How can I do this? What is the move in this position? Rook b1. I also have bishop b5, yep, after let's say queen takes a2. So I have bishop b5. Okay, so queen takes a2, bishop b5. Here I'm just spinning the knight to the king. At worst, I have castle long if I want to, and play rook a1. Yeah, castle long. So bishop d7, castle long, and then I'm planning to go rook a1 here, pawn to e6 by black. So I think this is the right time to play rook a1 maybe, or probably pawn to c4 first. Because with pawn to c4, I'm trying to limit the movement of my opponent's queen. And maybe someday I can play c takes d5. Let's see what black is going to do first before. Okay, so bishop takes c5. Maybe I can take on d5 now. So that if pawn takes, now here comes rook a1. Yeah, rook a1. Attacking the queen. Queen b2. Queen b2. How can I trap this queen? Maybe I should play knight e1 and then knight d3 later on. But black's queen can escape from Sobibo after queen c3. So maybe I should play something. Oh, my left squared bishop is hanging. So I have to get rid of this first by taking on c6, I guess. Bishop takes c6 and then bishop takes. They don't have to take with a pawn. Okay, so knight b3 now, targeting the dark squared bishop. After the dark squared bishop moves away, I'll play bishop e5, trapping the queen. Is that going to trap the queen? Or maybe, oh, black has bishop, bishop b4, so that if I play bishop e5, they can protect their queen with bishop c3. What can I do here? Maybe I should just play bishop e5, exchanging pieces. Oh, after bishop e5 and bishop c3, I have rook b1. Yeah, because after rook b1, I should win the queen or the dark squared bishop for free. So, yeah, let me go rook b1. Yep. So, attacking the queen. Oh, okay, so black just gave up his queen. So, now I could take bishop takes. Now what? I guess queen c2 now. Yeah, queen c2 and then bishop a3 by black. So knight b d4. So the whole idea is to start exchanging pieces but not pawns. That's what you're supposed to do when you're ahead in development, or when you're up a piece, or when you have a positional advantage. So now I stop that pawn from going further. So bishop b4 by black. Now what else? Knight e5. Knight e5. I'm just trying to enter into my enemy's territory. And I should bear in mind that I still have some back rank issues. So pawn to g3 will be very important for me to play. Let's see what black is going to do anyways. Another thing to remember is that I'm playing against a 2400, almost a 2500 rated opponent. So these guys are able to play even without queens. So I should be very careful. This game is still unpredictable. Just because I have a queen, it doesn't mean that I have won the game. Okay, so now rook b8 is a blunder because that allows me to go knight c6. Knight c6, double attacking the rook and the bishop. What am I doing with my arrows today? Yeah, like today is not my day, you guys. Maybe it's because I'm sick, I'm not feeling well. Let me just take the bishop, or maybe that will allow pawn takes. So rook c1 makes a lot of sense. If rook c8, I have knight e7 check. That'll be a discovery, by the way. It means I'll take the rook on c8. Okay, pawn to h6, pawn to h6, h6. I think pawn to g3 is the way to go, just to solve all my back rank issues. Knight e4 by black, king g2. So no more checkmate at the back. It's very important to, create a window just to avoid some back rank checkmates. So knight e5 I just played. After black played king h7, the target is knight takes on f7 someday, and maybe knight d7, double attacking the two rooks. Black has to be very careful though. Okay, so rook d8. I think now I can take the free pawn on f7. Yep, knight takes f7. I think that looks good. Oh, but rook f8 threatens to take my f2 pawn. Maybe pawn to f3. I think if black takes my knight, I'll take his knight on e5. I mean on e4. What am I doing? Why am I playing like this? Okay, so pawn takes. I just pre-moved that. Let me just go for checkmate, for a quick checkmate. And yeah, so rook c8 prepares for queen e8. Okay, so black just played rook b f6. Now pawn to h4 just to create a little hiding place for my king. So rook f2 check, then king h3. What next? I have rook e8. I still have rook e8, and I'll threaten to capture the pawn on e4. And I also have queen h8 check. Okay, so black plays rook e7, protecting his e4 pawn. So queen b3, intending to go queen g8 check next. I just want to mate my opponent as quickly as I can, and start doing some other things. Pawn to h5. Now I can go queen g8 check, queen g8 check. Okay, so king h6, king h6. I think queen d5. Queen d5, my intention is to go queen g5 check next. Yep. So rook f6. Now queen g5 check, queen g5. Oh, I'm running low on time, so I need to be very fast. Whatever black is going to do, I'm going to take the h5 pawn with check. Think, yep. So I just pre-moved that. Now king d6. I mean king e6. So king e6, rook a8, rook a8. I have rook a6 check now, and I just want to trade off all of black's pieces. I mean my pieces and black's pieces. So rook a6 check. I'm going to win black's rook if he's not careful. Okay, now my queen is under attack. Maybe queen e2, queen e2. Then next I have queen b5 check, and so black played rook c7, queen b5 check. Okay, so rook c5 blocking the check. Now queen e8 check. I need to be very fast, you guys. I give us many checks as I can just to buy time. Take the pawn. I guess king takes e3. Yep. Now queen h6 check. I just need to give as many checks as I can. Now let's trade rooks. Oh, now I have to be very careful not to let black, promote his pawn. This is bad for me, but yep, now I'm good. I can easily take the rook. And I'm not going to let black, promote into a cut. If he wants another check. Oh, now I'm in big trouble. The only advantage I have is perpetual checks. I think queen d5 check. Oh, I'm running low on time. How did I find myself in this position, you guys? I don't have to let my opponent promote. Okay, now I'm winning. Yep. Yep, so this is game over. So yeah, I think I was just lucky. I'm just too fast. Yep, another queen. Win the pawn. And now game over. Okay, so that was so unpredictable, and you know, I should have lost that game anyways. But kudos to my elbows for saying no to losing. So I'm now on position 17. I hope I'll catch up soon. I joined this tournament very late. Okay, so now it is me playing this as black. So playing against the accelerated London system. What I like doing against this is I like playing pawn to, you know, h5 immediately. Because if pawn to e3, which is a terrible blunder, I have pawn to e5. Wow. So you see what I talked about. These tricks do work in real life, you guys. This is how you trap white's bishop on f5. And I explained this trap in the video that has popped up in the card above, which is why you have all the reasons to be watching my videos, you guys. And do subscribe if you're new. So white is now down a full piece, but I still have to convert this into a win in order to prove my strength. Anyways, let's move on to the next game and see how it is going to go. Okay, next game against a 1936 rated opponent. Now I'm playing as black. Again, h5. If pawn to e3, again I'll go pawn to e5. I don't know why most people play pawn to e3. It's a terrible blunder in this position. And I've made a lot of videos about this trap, by the way. See what I talked about, pawn to e3 again. So white has lost a free bishop in this line once again, just like what happened in game 2. Okay, so white just resigned. Thank you for the respect. Now we move on to the next game. Oh, now I'm on position 18, which is very bad. Anyways, let's see how this tournament will go. Okay, so now I'm having white pieces against a 1462 rated opponent. And I just berserked, by the way, cutting my time in half. Once again, I don't listen. Why do I do these things? These unnecessary things. Okay, so pawn to f6 is a dubious move. So bishop d3, or maybe before I play bishop d3, pawn to c3 first. So this is one major problem of most 1400s. They don't have good opening repertoires and they break a lot of opening principles. E.g., pawn to f6 was unnecessary. That's where the king's knight is supposed to sit. Anyways, let's concentrate. e5 by black. I guess I have to take with my pawn first. Yeah, after pawn takes, now queen h5 check. If pawn to g6, I'll just take the pawn and also take the rook and take the knight. Yep, so pawn to g6, bishop takes g6 check. If pawn takes, I'll take the rook and then take the knight and take everything that black has in this world. Yep, so I'm doing fine in this position. I think check. So queen takes g6 check comes with a tempo. Black has to move, yeah, so king d7 now. Which way should I go? Should I play queen g4 check, or maybe take the pawn first? I don't want black's king to escape from Sobibo. It's already on the center, so I like it where it is. So pawn takes first. By the way, don't ask me to tell you what the word Sobibo means, because I don't even know. It's just a word that I coined up and it sounds funny to me. Maybe like, I don't know, some body part. Oh, queen e4, I have to take. After pawn takes, knight bd2, attacking the pawn, and rook e8 by black, castle short. So the game is basically over. Bishop h6, I have to defend my pawn on e3, not letting black take away anything. So b5, rook f6, attacking the dark squared bishop. Now let's exchange the rooks. That's check. So rook takes, king takes, now knight takes e4. So the idea is to win all of black's pawns, leaving him with nothing but only his brains. So when you're up a 4 piece, or when you have a positional advantage, you need to exchange all the pieces but not pawns. You need to trade off all the big pieces. So I'm looking for that way. Maybe knight back to c5 first, and then pawn to e4, then rook d5 check, and look for ways to exchange pieces so that I can only remain with pawns. So rook d5 check, king f6, now pawn to g4, pawn takes, then knight e7, g5 check. Yep, now I can win black's knight with my rook. Okay, so now I go pawn to, oh my god, I just left my knight. Anyways, I have a lot of pawns, so this endgame is still winning for white. Maybe this will be a great lesson to show you how to win with pawns, even if you don't have any big piece. Let's say your opponent has a bigger minor piece. So you can see I'm just pushing my pawns. It's hardly easy for black to stop all my pawns at the same time. So one of my pawns is going to queen very fast. That's the idea. So now I can go king. Now let me chase that bishop. I'm not playing too well today. Oh, my time is low. Let me stop commenting, you guys. I'm remaining with 2 seconds. I don't want to stalemate my opponent. Okay, now this is game over. So this is how you do a bicycle checkmate. Easy peasy. Very good. So I was carried away with my Sobibo jokes, yet my elbow was suffering. Now let's move on to the next game and see how I'm going to perform. Oh, now I'm on 8th position. Anyways, okay, now I'm playing against a 2299 rated FIDE master who is topping this tournament. Okay, knight to f3. What did I say after knight to f3? Bishop f5. That's what I said in my last London system video, which I suggest that you guys should watch. Wait a second. Pawn to e3 is a blunder. Pawn to e5 is the way to go. Once again, this is a FIDE master, and yet he fell for this trap. Now the bishop is dead for free. Remember, my light squad bishop is pinning the knight to white's king. White's dark squad bishop is under attack, and I might just take it. Am I going to be up a piece? So I'm sure you guys can now see how effective these traps work even in practical games. I only show you stuffs that are legit, traps that do work in practical games. Okay, so pawn to h3 by white. I guess this allows me to take on f3 with my, light squad bishop, because what else can I do? Bishop takes f3. The next, I win the dark squad bishop. So this is just how effective these traps can be, even against higher rated opponents. And that is why you have all the reasons to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also hit the like button, because that encourages me a lot. By the way, be sure to leave your comments in the comment section down below, because that's how you keep this channel alive. If you don't comment, that's as good as not watching, which is very bad for the YouTube algorithm. Anyways, I just played queen b6 targeting b2 and f2 in some lines. White is still under pressure. Okay, so queen e2 by white. And now I guess I can castle long, or maybe play something else like bishop h6, attacking the f5 pawn. Okay, pawn to g3 by white. Now h4, just trying to, undermine the king side, breaking that pawn chain. Knight a3 by white, pawn takes. Guess I have to take back, and This is when I can castle long. Or maybe I question the knight on a3, asking white what his knight on a3 is doing. By the way, my bishop on h6 was not attacking anything, so I guess this makes a lot of sense. In case of pawn to e6, I'm gonna take. Okay, so I pre-moved that. I didn't know it was going to happen, but I just pre-moved it. You saw with your own eyeballs. Okay, so queen takes e6 check and knight e7 blocking the check. Next, I'm planning to castle long. Let's see what white is going to do here. Okay, so they just castled long. I guess I need to do the same. What am I supposed to do here? Let me calculate a little bit. So let's say if I castle long, then pawn to h4 by white, or maybe rook h d1. Sorry, rook h e1. What am I going to do next? There are quite a number of stuffs that I can do here, but I don't know how I can simplify this position. Because remember, the whole purpose of chess is simplicity. You need to learn how to simplify your games. You know, unlike bulking up stuffs. That's why you guys find yourselves in complicated situations, positions that you can't solve because you like, complicating things. You should learn the concept of KISS, K-I-S-S, keep it so simple. So castle long makes a lot of sense to me. Let's see what white is going to do now. Okay, so knight c2. Oh, I'm getting low on time. I forgot that my time was moving down as I was talking. So I need to be a little bit fast. Yes, I'm up a piece. Now can I convert this position? Because remember, this FIDE master still has 3 pawns for a bishop. Okay, so this is getting so interesting. Oh, okay. Is my opponent going to flag me again? Okay, so let me play knight e4, I think. Discovery on the queen, by the way. My rook on h6 is attacking white's queen on e6, so queen f7 by white. Now my knight is under attack. Knight f2. Rook takes, bishop takes. So knight takes. Now king takes, rook takes, h3. I have 13 minutes. I need to be very careful. I want to take the pawn on g3, by the way. What is my opponent going to do? Okay, knight b4. Let me give a check. Rook h1 check. And then rook h2 check. I have pawn to a5, pinning the knight. Oh, now that is checkmate. Okay, so queen g1 check. And then next move checkmate. Okay, so I guess I'm number 1. Still on second position. I don't like this. Alright. So this is the end of the tournament. Finished on second position, which is not bad, except for one loss that I had. Anyways, all in all, this has been a great tournament for me. Although I'm not feeling too well today, but I just had to do this for you guys so that I can give you something to study for the week. Hope to see you soon in my next video. And hey, remember to check out my courses at www.kasperchess.com and get my new Italian course, which is suitable for beginners and intermediate level players. Also for coaches. It's a very interesting course that I guess you will like. And so thank you for watching this video. Be sure to hit the like button and do subscribe if you're new. Until next time, bye bye.